With the introduction of the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, it seemed necessary to transfer some of the older titles from the original NES to the new and improved system. Such was the case with Ghosts and Goblins, Final Fantasy, many Mario games, and this game. This game is not the best in its respective series of video games, but it's up there. This is Mega Man X for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and it was released in 1990X. You start off the game as Mega Man, running and gunning through a chaotic high-rise city, with really no introduction as to what you're running and gunning after. Eventually you meet a boss that kicks Mega Man's ass, but luckily another Mega person comes along to save him just in time. This is where the game goes back to the original format. 8 Robot Masters, with the promise of meeting Dr. Wily once again. Mega Man X keeps many of the same standards from the previously released 8-bit titles. You gain a boss's power, or beam, after defeating them, and then you can use that power to your advantage against the remaining few Robot Masters. You can also upgrade your suit as well, as you'll meet Dr. Light through some of the other levels like the ice level and so forth. Graphically, Mega Man X is quite good for the Super Nintendo. Unlike many of our other reviews, this contains no spoilers, as Mega Man X is certainly a game that requires a complete playthrough to understand its massive power of awesomeness. It's certainly not hard to see why this game was such a success when it was released. After completely playing through Mega Man X, I can say that it is my favorite Mega Man game on both the Super Nintendo and the original Nintendo, as well as other Mega Man games like the Sega Saturn, or that were on the Sega Saturn, the PlayStation 1, and even the Sega Genesis. Mega Man X beats them all. Even Mega Man 2. But, all in all, a graphical powerhouse with tons of secondary pathways and items as well as an intuitive boss stages is always an A+. This was Mega Man X for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.